morning it is weigh-in day, and if you read my thumbnail or my title, it is also surgery update. I had my follow-up video visit this morning. We'll get to that in a minute. And my emotions have already been all over the map, so buckle up. I'm not sure where they're going. But the first thing we'll do is the weigh-in. I lost 2.9 pounds this week. Yes, that brings my total to 44.7. Never thought I'd see 40, much less 44. So I feel really good about the path I'm on. Knock on wood. There's that superstitious part. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. But as far as my weekend review, I'm not going to do one because I totally sucked at my goals this week. My whole chart in there that I made is just lots of little hash marks. Nope, 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 nope. The one thing I did do perfectly all week was track. And I'm telling you, I'm convinced now more than ever that is key because it keeps it in front of your face. If it's not there, you tend to think it's not true. But it couldn't be farther from the truth. Just because you don't see it, don't mean it ain't there. So track, track, track. I don't care if you track it in your app or you just write it on paper. Even if you don't do the points, just look and see what you ate. Now, I didn't eat perfect this week, but I ate good. I ate good enough to lose 2.9 pounds, so I'm happy for that. And that, yeah, pretty much nothing else on my goals got did. I ate some more protein some days. I wasn't good at that every single day, so I didn't have busy hands, didn't do anything, hobby-wise. My grandson, he came down from Ohio, so he's here. He's with my son. He's going to come spend the weekend with me. RJ said he's asking, we'll see Momo. He's grown so big, and he's big, but he's getting tall, and he's slimming down. He's not thin, and he's not fat. He's tall. He's just big and tall. He's like his daddy. And RJ told me, he said, you ought to see his feet without his shoes on. He said, they're my feet. Because RJ, he wears like 17s or 18s. Depends on how they're made. So the boy's got big feet. I got big feet. Mama always told me, this is what she told me. She said, I put you on a firm foundation. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, now the surgery update. Had my MRI done. I'm drinking coffee. Y'all just let me drink my coffee. It calms me. Some people might give the jitters, but listen, I can drink a pot of coffee and still go to sleep. So I had my MRI last Friday and my x-rays. Got those up to him. Had my video visit this morning. I'm going to tell you what, to begin with, I was getting nervous. I was getting real nervous because the app that you use just was not working. It kept giving me an error, try again later, so I kept trying, and they want you to, sign in 15 minutes before your appointment. Well, I was trying a half hour, which I'm glad I did. Then I backed out and tried it again, and all I got was a black screen. Well, the surgeon called me. I told him I'm trying. I said, I've just got a black screen. He said, well, back out of the app, just reopen it, try again. So I did that. We had video, but he couldn't hear me. So I backed out and did it again. Next time, we had audio, but he couldn't see me. So I could see him. We just decided to just go ahead, and maybe it would kick back in while we were talking, but it never did. But we went ahead and had our visit, so it was good. As long as I could see him, I felt better. Just seeing his face. Oh my gosh, he's such a nice young man. He's a young man. He's such a nice, caring young man. But he said from the MRI in December to this one, he said things have gotten worse. It's down to 10% where it's pinched, and he said it's very deep. And he said if he could get me back at least 50%, that would give me relief, Not that he's shooting for 50%. He's just saying, if we could even get that much, because it is so deep. The thing is, he wants to do a bone density test just to make sure my bones are okay. He wants another x-ray because she didn't do my whole spine, and he wants to see how my bones are, because he said he wants to know where everything is when he does surgery. He penciled me in for June the 22nd. Now, these are not sad tears, trust me. When he said that, I started crying on the phone. He goes, "Oh, what are the tears for?" And I just told him, I said, because it's just been a long time coming, and just the thoughts of it, it's overwhelming, because I've been waiting on this for so long and dealing with this for so long that just to even think of it builds all this mess up. So I had to get those tests, and then he said 2 weeks before surgery I would have to do a pre-op. And he put me in for, the other thing that I have to pass is they have a committee of other spine surgeons, and he said they're very smart doctors. He values their opinion. He said, I don't see them disagree with me. He said, but I feel better taking it before them because they are very smart. And we want to make sure that what we do for you, the benefit outweighs the risk. Because of my size, there is a possibility of infection. And because it is so deep, there's a possibility of infection. He said he's got a patient right now that is the same situation. He said, and his concern was an infection. And he said, and they got an infection. He said, and they had to go in and have a second surgery and have the infection washed out. He said, but she told him that even with all that happened, she would have that surgery again. And I told him, I said, that's where I am. I know there's a possibility, there's a risk, but I can't go on like this. So I have to pass the committee test, I guess you could call it. I got a bird over there staring at me on the power line. He's joining. You can hear him, obviously. So the committee, the bone density, the new x-ray, the pre-op, he set me up for Duke Raleigh Hospital, which is still Duke, it's just a smaller one. He said there would be less exposure to COVID, so he likes, that option. It's only like 25 minutes away, so no big deal, trust me. No big deal. I told him, I said, I will do anything you tell me to do to get this surgery going. And he told me, he said, I've been a fan, this is what he said. He said, I've been a fan of yours from the beginning. He said, and you have done everything I have told you to do. That's another thing. I told him, I said, you're going to be happy. I saw him, the first time was January 23rd. And from January 23rd till this morning, I've lost 23 pounds. What'd I say? About 21 of that has been on Simply Feeling this past month and a half. So I just think, I try not to think in reverse, but you can't help thinking what ifs. That's just human nature. Just what I tell you, don't live there, don't dwell on it. So I'm not dwelling on what if, because I have 2 years worth of what ifs. But between now and June the 22nd, I want to lose at least 10 more pounds. I want to bust 50 pounds wide open. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Now, this is, y'all know I don't talk about religion on my channel because I just don't. So, I'm going to ask you, because I know a lot of you pray because you tell me you do. And I know a lot of you have positive thoughts because you tell me. I'm going to ask for both of those things. That everything works out and that June 22nd is a reality. It is like within reach. And y'all know I'm a pessimist. I try not to get my hopes worked up, because my experience in my life is they just get dashed. So if I don't get them up, then I can't be disappointed. So I don't want to get my hopes up, but I do have my hopes up. So if y'all could just help me out in that department, I would appreciate it. So my nose is fixing to run. I don't have a Kleenex, and I'm not going to do all that on camera. So I thank y'all for watching. I thank y'all for everything y'all do to me and everything y'all mean to me. And I'll talk to you later.